Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the author of Returning to Yourself. The link is below this video. I am here to help you improve your life so you can be your best self. Today I'm gonna share with you the concept of how ego is ruining your life. Yes, ego can ruin your life. Here's how to stop it. Have you ever felt like you have to be right, even if it costs you peace, or held a grudge that can even cause you pain? It can even make you ill. Or maybe deep down, you know you have pushed people away to protect your pride. That is not your truth speaking. That is your ego. Oh, and I am very guilty of it. Oh, yes. One time I remember I stayed angry at someone for a year and a half. And what happened throughout the year? Every day I remember how angry I was, how I felt like the poor me, the victim. I didn't even digest food very well. I didn't even sleep well. And the other person just kept on going on with their life. And who was I punishing? Myself. Why? Because what I was allowing my ego to take over. My pride was suffering. How could they make me wrong? How could they hurt me this way? And on and on and on. In this video, we are going to discuss how quietly your ego can destroy your life and destroy the life of others, and how to take back control. Also, I'm going to share the incredible benefits of how to manage this, because sometimes the ego does not scream. It's not like over there in the corner with a trumpet going, hey, I'm here, look at me, listen, oh yes. No, it doesn't work that way. It whispers. The ego whispers. Please don't think I'm crazy. I'm just a silly person. So if you don't become aware of your ego, it will run the show to the ground. Yes, it will. It has done that for me, and I've seen it be done through others. First, let's talk about how the ego can destroy your life. Let me see. I have a few here for you. The ego is a false identity we create to feel important, to feel that we are in control. But in trying to protect us, it can harm us. So a big one the ego can ruin is our relationships. Oh yes, our relationships. The ego cannot apologize. It refuses to talk. It sees feedback as an attack. Oh my God. So instead of connection, you get conflict. Instead of love, you get distance. Ego keeps you from growing because the ego says, I already know enough. Because change threatens its image. And when you stop growing, my friend, you start dying emotionally, spiritually, and sometimes professionally. Yeah, another one the ego does, we all are guilty of that, I want to assume, because it's part of being human, is that it tends to compare ourselves to others. It fits comparison and insecurity into ourselves. So we exteriorize how we feel, and then we tend to lash out into others in a way that maybe we will feel like they're even less than us, or because we feel that they're above us, we tend to feel inferior automatically because we think that they're above us. And then we just get into this vicious cycle of like, no, you're not better than me, I am better than you. And the other one goes back and forth. No, you are lower than me and I am higher than you. I have more, I look better, I do better, I say better. Neither brings peace. Both create tension and anxiety, along with emptiness. One of the worst things to the ego does, or that we allow ego to do in our lives, it keeps us suffering. Because the ego holds grudges. We allow it to hold grudges. We stay in the past. It gets offended by everything. It takes things personal. Emotional intelligence is out the window. I personally think that's how wars are still happening nowadays, as sad as that is. So all of that emotional baggage weighs you down, and you cannot live a peaceful, fulfilled, joyful, loving life. How? If the energy is negative around you, inside out, who wants to be around that? Nobody does. I don't want to be around me when I'm like that. I don't want to be around others when they're like that. Now, how do we manage ego? Obviously, we can kill ego. We can't just write it off our menu, our human menu. We can't just make it disappear like magic. You just need to see it clearly and keep it in check. Voila, just like that, I'm done. Bye, gone. I'm kidding. How do you do that? You practice self-awareness. Ooh, the magic sentence. How does that go? So when you are in a weird situation, start asking yourself, is this my ego reacting or my truth? Journaling, therapy, mindfulness can help you spot ego patterns before they take over. Good luck. Even though sometimes you think you can spot them, your ego can still win, but you just have to be aware of it, and you just have to practice. You're like, okay, I have to let this one go and just move on, because it's not worth it. A lot of times it's not worth it. You guys know this. Another way to manage ego, choose humility. It takes strength to say, I am sorry, I was wrong, I need help, or I don't know what else to do. But humility is not weakness. It's power rooted in truth. Other way to manage ego, meditate regularly. Because the ego lives in noise and distraction. I have gone through this myself again. This is what my channel is about. Me sharing my experiences throughout how I have overcome a lot of obstacles, so you can also be inspired to overcome yours. So you will find me sharing stories of mine, experiences of mine. Almost 51 years old. Yes, there's plenty experiences that I gone through, good and bad. If you meditate regularly, stillness gives you the space to observe your thoughts without becoming them. Yes, that's an interesting one. Someone told me, an old wise man said, you know how to pay attention to think on how you're thinking, or to think when you're thinking, or something like that. Like, you know, you're thinking of something, whether it's positive or negative, and you can see the way you are thinking about it. You're not just lost in the basic situation of it. You're more like aware of the inside out of the situation, the back to the front, the side, the up and down. It's not just like, oh, I can see the car outside with somebody getting in and arguing with somebody else. No, you're also thinking about, are they okay? Are they arguing about something dangerous? Are they happy? Are they gonna fight? Or are they agreeing into something? Or maybe they're just talking about something normal and nothing negative? Or maybe they're just interacting with each other in a normal way. I mean, you're paying attention to the thinking patterns of yourself, of how you are processing the information. So meditating helps you get into the stillness of your mind where you can see, observe, feel your thoughts and see how you utilize them for your life or how they utilize you for your life. That's when the ego kicks in. Now, again, I want to clarify that the ego is something good that we should have because it's what saves us when we are walking and we're looking down so we don't step into a rock and fall, or when we're driving and we're operating, our ego is keeping us safe, our body safe. But also the bad side of it is when it gets you emotionally very manipulated and lost into anger and negative stuff. Again, with how to manage your ego, when you stop seeking for validation, you learn to find peace and silence, not in likes, compliments, or applause. When you don't need to prove your worth, you stop living from it. You start living from your peace and your silence, not from what your ego needs to feel and have. A big one to manage your ego, and I've done that and it has helped me a lot, and I'm actually doing it right now as I'm speaking to you, is to serve others without recognition. Yeah, I would like to be recognized about this video, obviously, because I'm growing a channel, I am selling a book, but I'm also enjoying the fact that I'm sharing my experiences with you guys, and that I know I am helping someone out there to be inspired on how to live a better life from not allowing the ego take control over it. A lot of times when we do something kind without being seen or recognized about it, it feels good in our heart. It feels right. It feels like it's our nature, and you just feel happy with yourself. It's okay that nobody sees it or says anything about it, that a million people don't have to know about it, because you did a good deed. That's what really matters. Because every time you do that, you expand your soul and you shrink the ego. There's nothing more joyful than that. Lately, I've been seeing this in social media where usually it's an old person or somebody that looks really poor and they're selling something on the street, and you can tell they had a rough time and they're having a rough time, and then somebody puts a situation together where everybody makes a line and they come in and they buy everything from that person, and a lot of times they don't even take what they're selling, they just give them the money, they give them things, they give them food, clothing, whatever. Sometimes they help them find a place to live. Oh my gosh, that has made me cry so many times over, And it's wonderful to see that. It's inspiring. That, my friends, is not the ego operating. That is our soul whole. It just feels so good. Now, the benefits of managing your ego. When you learn to manage it, everything changes. You create deeper, healthier relationships, as I said previously, because you listen more, you judge less, and communicate from a place of love, not pride. You grow faster because you are more open to learning, feedback, and failure, because you no longer need to be perfect. You feel lighter, no more carrying resentment, needing control, or defending your image 24/7. You also enjoy your present moment. What a treasure. The ego lives in the past or future. Your soul lives here now. The most amazing benefit of learning how to manage your ego is you reconnect with yourself. Wow, a big one. That's like I say in my book, the returning to yourself. It's like coming back home. It's coming back to your center. Nothing can make you get lost into the craziness of the world. That is where your truth peace begins. Your ego wants to keep you safe, but safe isn't always true, kind, or free. The more you manage your ego, the more aligned you become with your higher self. The one that loves deeply, learns constantly, and leads with grace. If this video opened up your eyes about how to live your life, how to improve your life in the best way possible, leave me a like, subscribe, leave a comment about how you have managed your ego, how it has helped you become a better self. Let's grow together in truth, not in pride. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay humble, stay present, stay real. Bye-bye.